Oh, what's the matter, Wendy? You got all in your feels. You sit in those chats where they got pictures up of me, and you let people up on your panels that's got pictures of me. It's not so funny when them tables are turned around, though, is it? Did her put a little privacy strike on me? Did I put you to work? We'll see if it goes through, and if it goes through, we'll do that to every one of your friends, every one of your panels that they come on with pictures of me like that. We'll do that. Are you a big old tattle titties, as Randy says? Did you get your little feelings hurt? It's funny to laugh at somebody else, ain't it, Wendy? It's funny to laugh at somebody else. Remember what you said when you had Dee up there? And people put her pictures on there and they were kind of making fun of her? Right? You said, you gotta remember, there's a person behind those pictures. What's wrong with you people? But you get in those chats where they do this stuff to me and you think it's funny, don't you? Well, I'm gonna see if your privacy strike goes through. It doesn't affect my channel. But I'm going to see if your privacy strike goes through, and then I'm just going to block out your face and put it right back up there again. Everybody knows that's you. I mean, you must be leaving town, Wendy, if you're packing that much ass. Isn't it funny to sit in the chats and crack on somebody? Well, I'll tell you what. I guarantee you that I'm smaller than you are. Everybody calls me a fat ass and everything else. Look at that. I guarantee you I'm smaller than you are. Where do you see it at? I'm just a normal sized dude, and everybody, oh, his mullet, his mullet. You see a mullet? I guarantee you, I'm probably about 60 pounds lighter than you are, Wendy. I'm average weight. I know how you play hopscotch, though, Wendy. I know how you play hopscotch. Florida, Alabama, New Orleans, Texas. That's how you play hopscotch, right? I mean, you are so fat, you got to go outside to change your mind. I mean, like when you sit around the house, I mean, you really sit around the house. Right? I heard that you ate so much, you eat so much that your husband had to hire a rodeo clown to distract you so he can bring in the groceries. Right? It's funny, right? It's funny when you're sitting there making jokes about somebody else, but when somebody does it to you, I'm gonna put a privacy strike on him. A privacy strike on him, you big old bully. Well, I see you in the chats over there laughing, right? Remember you told me grow a male appendage. Can I just use like an X-Acto knife and cut about 12 inches off of your left butt cheek and use that as an appendage? So funny, right, Wendy? Wendy put a privacy strike on me for using her photo. Big old tattletale. Big old tattle titties, as Randall says. You big old tattle titties can't take it, can you? You want to laugh all up there when they're all with your little laugh. Big old tattle titties. I don't see a fat ass here. Do you? Hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, Wendy. And then you talked about people doxing a child with Down syndrome. You didn't even, first of all, you didn't know he was, you didn't know he was a grown man, and then you didn't know you know, you said he was a child. You didn't know what disorder he had, but when Dina said his name and age and where he was from, you didn't say nothing to her about doxing him. Dina also put Marissa's real name and location on her Facebook. But that's okay. I understand that. But if you call out one, you got to call out the rest of them. If you're a friend, that you miss so much, I miss my friend, would just panel up and show everybody who she is, because that's what she needs. She could do that. She owes this community that. But instead, your friend said to everybody in this community that donated to her, we're dumbasses. We'll see about your little privacy strike, and I'll take it, and then I'll put it right back up. I'll just blot your face out of it. But we can see them big old thunder thighs you got there. Boy, it sounds like a thunderstorm when you walking in here. I bet when you go to sit down and you're backing down, you hear backup lights like beep, 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 beep. Somebody come pick you up. They know your ride was here because there'd be a flatbed out there with a forklift on it, right, Wendy? It's so funny to make fun of other people, isn't it, Wendy? You sit in here in those chats.